Hi, and welcome. Authenticity is a topic that is everywhere. Everybody says the word. We need to be more authentic. And what does it actually mean to be authentic? Authenticity requires some prerequisites before you can even think about becoming your authentic self. Number one, the first prerequisite to becoming authentically your full embodiment is you must have a deep, thorough understanding of yourself, how you function, how you feel. You have to be able to understand your internal systems. When you can understand your internal systems and you can understand your guidance system that intrinsically belongs only to you, and only you have, I've spoken about this before in other videos, only you have the specific compass to your soul's map and your destiny and your blueprint and design. Only you hold that and carry that. So becoming authentic requires you to be able to tap into that natural origin of self and actually make friends with your entire being. This means embracing your imperfections. This means embracing your challenges according to the world. This means becoming crystal clear, super, super clear about who you really are, how your body speaks to you, how your wisdom, your internal wisdom comes through, how it's channeled through you. You have to understand this first before you can show up in that energy, in that true essence that you are designed to show up in. The second, this one is equally as important. You cannot be living for any external validation whatsoever if you're going to be able to show up in your fullest embodiment. Your most authentic expression cannot have any requirements placed upon it from the external outside world. This means you have nothing left to prove to anyone, anywhere. When you can drop all of this social conditioning, when you can drop all of the behavior patterns that we're taught to fit into, when you can step into and trust your internal guidance system and its operating system, your own operating system, you are no longer trying to fit yourself in with anybody. You're not trying to fit yourself in anywhere. You are simply showing up as you are in your fullest and greatest essence. And that, my friends, is teaching the world that it is okay for everyone else to drop the masks, drop the facades, and show up. So, how does this look in real life? How does this actually appear in action? Here is my understanding of it, and your understanding may be different. You dress as you want to dress. You speak to the people that you want to speak to, naturally. If you come across somebody and you are not called to speak to the person, you stay silent. You trust your internal system. If you are a more introverted person, it means you take time for self when you need to. It means you trust the cyclic nature of your being. This means you are no longer on your best behavior. To live in authentic expression, there is no best behavior anymore. You're not trying to mold yourself into anything. In fact, you're not actually trying for anything anymore. So, all this talk about embodying the masculine, embodying the feminine, how you have to have this balance of masculine and feminine, you stop trying to have the balance. That's what authenticity really is. Authenticity is there are certain aspects that are going to fall more into the masculine. There are certain aspects of yourself that are going to fall more into the feminine naturally. If you feel the need to speak, you speak. If you feel the need to be silent, you're silent. You are authentically showing up in your truest form. If there's something that you want to change about yourself or work on, it comes from a place of deep inside. It does not come from the external world telling you you need to be different in any way, shape, or form. This is the most challenging of human endeavors. Absolutely, positively showing up completely and totally authentically is the most challenging endeavor that I have found in my own existence because people always think they have the right answers for you. They're always going to be trying to convince you. Everybody everywhere is going to be trying to convince you of how you should show up. Oh, you're too independent. You're too needy. You're too dependent. You're too ambitious. You're not ambitious enough. You need to work harder. You need to not work so hard. You need to be softer. You need to be kinder. You need to be gentler. You need to be tougher. You need to be stronger. You need to be more in charge. Everybody is going to have their own opinion, including your family and the people that you love the very, very, very most in your life. Your challenge is going to be staying true to self at all times, honoring the relationship that you have to your spirit team, if you have a relationship there, and to self. Being able to pull your energy back into the solar plexus, into yourself, recognizing that you are already divinely orchestrated. You already have been divinely created by the master creator, source, has created you in perfection. There's nothing you need to do aside from show up, aside from be who you are authentically, originally, beautifully, your own self. That includes the moodiness. That includes the retreats from other people. That includes the hermit phases. That includes the social phases. That includes the mistakes that you make, that you see and you perceive as a mistake when you show up, right? There are no mistakes. There are no mistakes. You learn. We tumble through the dryer, right? Cycle of life. There's a certain magic that can only happen when you let go of all of the rules and you deconstruct the conditioning that is so embedded in your psyche. When you can sit in silence, when you can learn to love and embrace yourself as you actually are, a trust begins to happen, a deep trust of yourself begins to happen. And you no longer operate out of the I should want to talk to that person. I should want to continue that relationship. I should want to do that. Those things that you think that you should be doing slowly fade away. And what replaces the shoulds is the absolute certainty of living in authenticity. My name is Christy from Rising North. My website is down below. I hope you are living your most authentic expression, my friends. Have a beautiful day.